Hello Scorpio, and welcome to Soul Sundays. Scorpio, it's a quick 3-card spread, one for your mind, body and soul for your week ahead. So let's get started. Universe and angels, messages and guides, my higher self, I call upon you now to give me a clear and accurate reading for the sign of Scorpio. Please tell me what they need to hear, not what they want to hear for their week ahead. Can I please have 3 cards, one for the mind, body and soul? Starting with the mind. There it is. Whoop, there it is. 3 of stars. Beautiful. I love it. How are you doing? Are you coping this week, Scorpio? It's a bit of intense energy coming up this week. I talked a lot about Jupiter moving signs last week. I want to really focus for you this week on the fact that we've got a lot going on in the sky, okay? First of all, we've had Chiron, the wounded healer, going retrograde. I'm not sure which one that was meant to be. Going retrograde in the sign, going retrograde for the past 6 months. My goodness, I can't speak. At the moment, the moon's moved into Aries, and that's where it is, and it's aligned with Chiron, okay? So this is all about having a breakthrough in whatever we've gone through this year for the past 6 months. So it aligns to the partial full moon eclipse that happened in Capricorn on the 16th or the 17th of July. Where were you? What happened for you? I can remember for me exactly and pinpoint exactly what happened. The past 6 months has been healing from that, okay? So if you've done the work, if you've done the hard work, then this is a fantastic week because you'll be coming to a place where you're releasing and letting go whatever hasn't served you for the past 5 months, okay? This is the final I'm about to say the final countdown, but that's not it. But this is the final moment of release for you so that you can purge and move forward. It's happening on the 12th of December, okay? And that's significant for many reasons. So much energy in this card. The 12th of the 12th is also when we have a full moon in the sign of Gemini. Now, that's quite important because Gemini is ruled by the planet Mercury, and Mercury is known as the messenger of the solar system, okay? Now, we've had Mercury retrograde recently. It's now in forward motion, and in its best light, it's all about having curiosity, enthusiasm, and joy for things in the world, okay? And quick wit. It's all about those great things, a little bit of sarcasm. What's interesting is that at the same time, so on the 12th of the 12th, we've got Chiron going direct, so the wounded healer going direct, a breakthrough in whatever it is that you've been trying to heal. You've got this full moon in Gemini completing a cycle, letting and releasing and letting go all that doesn't serve you. But we also have what a lot of astronomers, astrologers, spiritual healers, Reiki masters call a gateway portal opening up, a portal of enlightenment on the 12th of the 12th. Now, this is for all those that are out there, male or female, that are conscious and woke, consider themselves to be woke, right? The ideology is that on this day, on the 12th of the 12th, we will have a portal open up where light codes, light energy, that's how I channel, that's how I do these readings for you, will come down, transmute into matter and allow us to level up, to ascend, to change our frequency. Now, for those that follow the Schumann resonance and the vibration of frequency, you will know that it's been happening. You can see it coming through. It's getting higher and higher frequency because as a race, we're leveling up in consciousness, okay? So what does it mean? It basically means that if you are an empath, if you are sensitive to energy, you would be feeling this energy from Saturday coming through, not being able to sleep, changing in eating habits, really hungry, really tired. If you're not really hungry, you could be really distaste for food, like really nauseous, not wanting to touch food at all. But just be aware that if those things are happening, they're signs and symptoms of you preparing, or your body, your spiritual self preparing you for this spiritual awakening, this leveling up that's happening on Thursday, the 12th of December. Now, ironically, that full moon in Gemini that's at the same time is actually coming in at 12:12 a.m. for those in the northern hemisphere. For those in the southern hemisphere, so India, Australia, South Africa, all of us down the bottom, it's around 2:12, 3:12, 4:12. You get the picture. It's actually at 12 minutes on the clock. Can you believe that? No things are coincidences. For those that kind of portal thing doesn't sit well with you, it doesn't align to your spiritual beliefs, what it means basically, this in more of a 3D kind of realm, is it's about letting go and releasing of anything that's pulling us away from joy and freedom, okay? So that we can be our better selves. it's no coincidence that it aligns with the conjunction between Saturn, Venus, and Pluto that's in Capricorn at the moment, okay? And what that means, basically, as I've said before, if there's anything in your life that's causing you frustration, that you're dissatisfied with when it comes to love, when it comes to friendship, or particularly when it comes to work, then it could be about you making a decision to decease and end it so that you can move forward. And for you, I feel like it could be to do with work, if I'm honest, because I'm just seeing that creative spin in the cards for you here. But let's get started because there's so much light energy. It's a really positive reading. You start off this week with the Three of Stars or the Three of Wands, visions. That's why I'm saying I feel like it could be to do with work for you or what you create or what you build in this world, because the Three of Wands often depicts someone standing there in the tarot cards with their three wands ready to go on an adventure. Wands is all creative energy. It's all about building something new, right? It's just before the Four, just before you get to the foundation. It is my card of the little adventure of going out, and you might be getting visions, dreaming about things that you want to create when it comes to 2020. For some of you, it could literally be the visions of leaving full-time paid work and going out in self-employment and backing yourself in order to do that. For others of you, it could be about the opposite of actually becoming employed and gaining full-time work after being a mum. I see for some of you, you were first mums this year. For others, it could be about heading into retirement in that next phase of life. Whatever it is, you're getting visions quite clearly. You're getting messages, you're getting these signs and symbols that you need to start to make a change. I love the combination of these two cards. Can you see the light? Isn't that beautiful? You can see it. It's all here. It's all encompassing. It's just this beautiful beam of light. And I couldn't be happier for you, Scorpio, because like I said, it's been a bit of a breakthrough year for you in terms of actually having to release and let go of certain people, things, paradigm structures that haven't served you. What will help you along the way this week is getting a massage, okay? Yay, lucky you. Spirit's telling you to go get a massage, invest, do it. It will make you feel better. It will help you sleep better, particularly for those that are resonating with my message about leveling up when it comes to this ascension period, okay? Your soul message for this week is beautiful. It's all about perspective, gaining perspective. What's important? What matters? And for you, if, like I said, if you've been going through this healing time since the 16th, 17th of January, then you could have changed a few times over, okay? You could have altered your view of the world. But this is coming to you now to help you understand what you're going through, okay? What you're going through this week, what all the changes have been for. Let me read it to you from the book. You are you in your own right, not as a reflection of circumstance, expectation, or assumption. Define and trust yourself. A clear and simple answer betrays the true complexity of an issue. Revisit the temptation to take someone or something at face value. Sorry, that was resist. Resist the temptation to take someone or something at face value. A pattern of behavior reveals more than a single gesture. Go deeper, broader, and higher to get a fuller perspective. So it's really asking you to have come from the neutral perspective of love, free from guilt, fear, judgment, everything else that we have in this world, and actually connect to your higher self and look through and see things as they are. You know, often from a distance, when we look at chaos, it looks like sometimes it can be perfectly ordered when we step back and go, well, that's why that happened, and that's why that was in that place. And even though it seemed a mess at the time, it was all bringing me to my higher good. And that's the message for this week. Although things might seem chaotic or have been chaotic this year, it was all about bringing you to this point, okay? And you're at a beautiful point now of releasing and letting go anything that no longer serves you so that you can start preparing for your new vision for 2020. And isn't that beautiful? All right, my loves, that was your reading for this week. I hope you found it helpful. It was a pleasure doing it for you. If you did, please hit the like button. It helps the channel more than you know, and I'll be back with you next week. Take care.